Ashley in Kentucky is on the phone right now. Hey, Ashley, let me put you on because we're going to ask if it's okay to honk at a police officer. Ashley, what do you think about this before we get into it?
I don't think that it would. I'm not brave enough to do it. I definitely think that, some people, they may want to, and I think it depends on if the cop is, okay enough to handle that, he's not paying attention. But for the most part, I would let the car behind me honk before I would even honk at a cop.
Because that's what it's about, right?
Not forever.
Him not paying attention?
Yeah, I was behind him at a light, and the light turned green, and he was not going. And normally, I would let out a little friendly honk, honk to whoever's in front of me. I wouldn't be rude about it, but I'd be like, hey, light's green. But I couldn't bring myself to do it because it was a police officer. And I just felt like maybe he is taking care of something to do with the law, and he's focused on whatever. And I don't want to interrupt and then him give me a ticket for honking at the officer of the law.
I don't think he'd give you a ticket.
Well, I don't know what would happen, but I just felt I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So we sat there, and I'm sure the cars behind me were annoyed, like, aren't we moving? And I wanted to be like, because there's a police officer in front of me.
Do you get mad if someone honks from behind you?
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I don't know that I appreciate it.
If I'm not paying attention, I need to know.
At first, I'm like, oh, dang it. I'm like, I feel stupid. And then for a minute, I'm a little annoyed, but like the grander feeling is, oh, you had to do that. I don't ever appreciate it because it didn't do anything for me, but it did remind me. And there's two kinds of honks. There's the beep, beep, that's the nice one.
Yep.
Our horns should be equipped with everything we can do in cars now. We should be equipping our horns with different tones.
It's got like emoji faces on it.
Yeah, for the horn that says, hey, just looking out for you. I know you're probably tweeting right now. That should be a different, like, me. The angry horn should be a, right. Like that. There should be different sounds now on horns, too.
Yeah.
If we have cars that can drive itself down the road, we should have two different sounds in a horn. But, yeah, the honking at a cop thing, I've never thought about that.
So what would you do? Like the cop's in front of you, the light turns green, and nobody's moving, and you're all going to miss the
Let me think about
light.
this. Let me be honest. Set me up here. Let me close my eyes.
Okay.
I'm sitting there.
Green. You see it's green. There's a cop in front of you, and not moving. You're like, hello, excuse me, sir.
Okay, I'm rolling my window down. I love the blue. Appreciate the blue. Stay there all day. That's what I would have done. That was my reaction right there. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Ashley, hey, thanks for calling. I'm going to give you a little prize here for calling, okay? You still there?
Thanks.
Hey, I'm going to give you a $100 Walmart gift card and a Walmart photo gift. Visit Walmart Photo for personalized cards and gifts this holiday season. How about that? You got a $100 gift card just for calling in.
Holy cow. Thank you guys so much. I listen to you guys every morning. I love the show. Love the show.
Well, thank you very much. Have a Merry Christmas and hang on the line. I'm going to put you on hold, so don't hang up. We'll get your info, okay?
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let me go to Samantha in Tulsa. Samantha is a police officer. Hey, Samantha, what's happening with you?
Not much. Just driving my daughter to school. How are you guys?
We're pretty good. I haven't thought about this until Amy brought it up to me today. Would you want someone honking at you if you don't see the light turn green?
Oh, well, I just think it's a good way for maybe some unwanted attention. I know I've been honked at in the past, and, sometimes I ignore it and go on what I'm doing, and sometimes I'm like, oh, let me pull you over. Did you need me to help you? Were you honking for me for help?
Okay.
Wait, but the light turns green, and let's say you don't notice it for whatever reason. So, for just in case you might pull me over thinking I want some attention, I shouldn't honk?
No, so if I'm being completely honest, in my personal life, if the light is green for like 0.3 seconds and you haven't gone, I'm probably going to honk at you. So, no, I totally get that.
Okay.
But also, if she's in a bad mood,
right.
which we all get, we'd be like, oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe you needed my attention, so let's just pull you over and see.
I don't know if there's improper use of the horn.
Is there an improper use of horn? Can you pull someone over? Let's say it's not the green light thing, but can you improperly use your horn?
I'm not familiar with every municipality and state statute, but I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. But I could be wrong because there are some random laws out there for traffic. So.
Can you have your radio too loud?
Yes.
So that is a thing where if you're boom, boom, boom.
It is absolutely a thing, yes. It's like certain feet, depends on the town.
Do you ever pull people over for their windows being tinted too dark?
I have used that as probable cause for a stop, yes.
Oh, nice. And then what else did you find?
All kinds of stuff.
Dang.
mostly, guns and those types of things.
Whoa.
What?
That escalated quickly. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna say
That's usually what car stops do, is they usually escalate quickly.
Wow.
Oh,
All right. Well,
my.
hey, I appreciate what you do. I'm a big fan of people that risk their lives for ours.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Samantha, thank you for
Oh, well,
calling.
thank
And yeah, thanks a lot. Have a great day. Merry Christmas to you.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. It's not too early to say Merry Christmas, right?
No.
And this is also our last week on the air, so if I don't get it in now,
Yeah.
you just don't get one.
No, it's totally appropriate.
All right, let's play Luke Bryan Knocking Boots, Bobby Bone Show.
This truck.
Yeah, Morgan number 2 is Christmas treats. I don't like sweets being up here because I only eat them. I don't have good willpower around things. And so I walk in and Morgan number 2's got a bunch of candy. And what did you make?
I made buttons, Oreo balls, Rice Krispie treat balls, and puppy chow.
And Puppy Chow's what?
Puppy chow's Crispex, peanut butter, chocolate, and all melted, and then you put powdered sugar over it.
I'm really trying to watch my diet right now.
Yeah, I
and
can
I have
see
to have
that.
a little bit to be respectful of Christmas and Morgan number 2.
Right.
So I just crammed a bunch in my mouth before I went on the air. Then I gave it to Mike and I was like, get this out of my face. Do you eat it?
No, I still have it sitting here.
No, will you eat it though?
Oh, yes. I want to try the Oreo balls for sure.
Do you have rules with your kids about sweets?
Yes. They have a candy or a sweet bucket.
Can you just take them that?
And I can put it in their bucket and then they can have it most likely, but they'll have to ask permission. I'll see how their behavior has been.
Do they get sugar high?
I don't know. I don't notice that. But maybe they just don't have enough to get it. So they're pretty good about regulating themselves. They're like, okay, my stomach hurts. Or
Earlier in the show, we were talking about Amy shooting free throws. She claims she's an expert free throw shooter. So what we're going to do is, I mentioned we would try it next week. I was just told we're not here next week. Mm-hmm. So what we'll do is we'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
We've got the Vanderbilt gym on hold.
Okay.
So you'll go. Mike, what's the rule that she has to do? 7 out of 10.
Okay.
That should be easy.
It's,
Right, Amy?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have time to train today.
No. That's not what you said. You can't now back out of it.
I'm not going to back out. I just was hoping I could get in a few.
Then you can today. You have all day today.
Yeah. Okay.
So no, you can't do that. You can't be like, now I don't know if I can.
No,
After
I
hours
can.
ago, you were just like, no
I
problem.
absolutely can. I just was thinking I would have time to train. Would you think I've just been shooting free throws lately? But I can do it. 10 out of 10 probably.
Oh, stop it. Tomorrow, 7 out of 10. So we'll do that. Now she's made it seem like she has an excuse. She just built her an in-house excuse.
What do I get if I?
What do you want? You don't get anything. Like when Eddie kicked, he didn't get anything. Oh, did you get?
I was gonna get shoes for my kid. You were gonna get my kid shoes.
Was that?
Exactly.
But I didn't, so I got my eyebrows shaved.
Okay.
That's true. What do you want?
Well, I don't want anything to happen to me like get
You
my
want
eyebrows
shoes?
shaved.
You
So
want shoes to
maybe we'll
for
just
your kids?
I'll get my pride of showing y'all that I was good at basketball.
I tell you what, all you have to make is 6 out of 10. I'll lower it.
Whoa, that's easy, Amy.
Yeah, I'll lower it 1.
Okay.
If you can make 6 out of 10,
Okay.
you win.
Okay.
If you don't, Eddie's other eyebrow gets shaved.
Whoa. What do I have to do with this?
Tomorrow morning, we'll do it at this time tomorrow morning. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Coming up in a second. Hey, you want to do Never Gonna Get It? Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do Never Gonna Get It here. People born on Christmas Day have an average of $1,400 less of this than the rest of us. Think about that. People born on Christmas Day have on average $1,400 less of this than the rest of us. We'll do that.
Okay.
You think you have it?
Maybe.
What?
I don't know. Gifts, like the value of gifts, because like you don't
that's
get as
interesting.
much
That's interesting.
because you're born on Christmas Day. So people are like, here's a birthday present and a Christmas present.
Oh.
Whereas if it was 6 months apart, you'd get.
Yeah.
Solid guess.
Is that it?
But it is not it. I'm sorry. There you go. We'll give you the answer right after this. We'll come back. Thank you.
Follow us on Instagram.
At Bobby Bones Show.
I was definitely. All right, here is your Never Gonna Get It. People born on Christmas Day have an average of $1,400 less of this than the rest of us. Andrea in Florida, what do you think the answer is on the Never Gonna Get It?
So I think it's like birthday parties or birthday party guests, like attendees.
Yeah, Amy had a similar guess. It's not it. I think that's probably the best guess, because this is tough. Let me go over on Jess in Iowa. Jess, Never Gonna Get It. What do you think it is?
Hey. I think it's the amount of money spent on birthday cake. Because my dad's born on Christmas, so he doesn't get as many of those.
That would stink. Even to be born around Christmas would stink.
Oh, yeah.
Like the week before or week after.
Mm-hmm.
No, it actually has nothing to do with Christmas. It is student loan debt. The average person has $1,400 less of student loan debt
Why?
than the rest of us. Christmas Eve babies have more. It's all according to I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know why on all this stuff. It's like Lending Tree put out a whole thing, and I saw that and pulled it. Let's do this game. Let's do the country Christmas game.
Okay.
Everybody get out your pens.
All right.
I'll play you a version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Just name the country artist that is singing it. If you miss it, you're eliminated. Morgan, number 2, you want to play?
Yeah, I'll play.
Do you feel like when you hear these artists sing, you can name them?
I knew some before, so I think I can, but
Okay.
we'll see.
Raymundo, let's do number 1 as an example. I'll tell you what, not example. Let's just use it. No, there's no need to give an example.
We know how to play it.
It's just going to be a country artist singing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Nice.
And then you name it. Here we go. Number 1.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
I'm in for the win.
In.
Amy?
Brett Eldridge.
Lunchbox?
Brett Eldridge.
Eddie?
Brett Eldridge Bones.
Morgan, number 2?
Brett Eldridge.
Everybody's good? You're all alive. Number 2.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
I'm in.
Let your heart be.
Okay.
Morgan, number 2 with the
okay.
quick buzz-in flex.
From
I'm in.
now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
I'm in for the win.
Have yourself.
Lunchbox.
Casey Musgraves.
Amy.
Casey Musgraves.
Eddie.
Casey Musgraves.
Morgan, number 2.
Casey Musgraves.
Nice. Good. Next up, name this artist.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on.
I'm in for the win.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Amy.
Dan and Shay.
Lunchbox.
Dan and Shay.
Eddie.
Dan and Shay.
Morgan, number 2.
Dan and Shay.
Okay, good. You're all nailing them. We got to get a
Come
little
on.
tougher here. These are all country artists singing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Here is the next song. Go ahead.
Have yourself a merry little
I'm in.
Christmas. Let your heart be
I'm
light. From now on,
I'm in for the
I'm
win.
in.
troubles will be
Lunchbox.
Darius Rucker.
Amy.
Darius Rucker.
Eddie.
Darius Rucker.
Morgan, number 2.
Darius Rucker.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get you guys. Okay, next up.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Some of you guys will be gone on this one.
Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
It's tough.
What?
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Big clue right there.
Make the Yuletide gay. From now
I'm in.
on, our troubles will be miles away.
I'm in.
Is that it? Okay. That's a tough one. You may all be gone after this one.
Yikes.
Eddie.
Runaway June.
Oh,
Thank you. Okay.
Oh.
Lunchbox.
I win Little Big Town.
Morgan, number 2.
I went Karen Fairchild.
Good. That's it. No, that's it. Amy.
Runaway June.
Oh, no. We have 2 remaining.
Say, Morgan number 2 and me, and the last one's remaining. That's
Here we go.
crazy.
Next
wow.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
Can you name the artist?
From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
I'm in for the win, I guess.
Is that it, Raimundo?
Yep.
Okay. Morgan, number 2.
I don't feel confident in this, but I'm in. It's Brad Paisley.
Incorrect. Lunchbox?
I put George Strait.
Incorrect. All right, on to the next one.
Who was it?
That was Alan Jackson.
Oh.
All right,
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be
I'm in.
out of sight.
Boy.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay.
all right. Let's go to Lunchbox.
It's like writing a paragraph.
Interesting.
Dude,
Your answer?
you're up.
I have Christian Bush and Jennifer Nettles.
Or Sugarland.
Couldn't think of the name.
Morgan, number 2 for the win.
Lady Antebellum.
Winner. There she is.
Never broke my heart. Like diamond rings and football teams have torn this boy apart.
That's the first time your winning song's ever been played. I stepped over the top of it. Hey, Raymundo, let's do it again. There she is, our winner, Morgan, number 2.
Long neck ice cold beer never broke my heart.
Nice job. Came off the bench to win that one. She hasn't played in a month of Sundays, my grandma used to say. She comes off the bench and wins it. All right, good. By the way, Amy, people are really hitting me on the text line that if you can't hit yours or some punishment, because Eddie had punished
But
for
I
his.
don't have a reward.
Okay, well, I can give you a reward. The reward's not the issue because you're not going to get it.
How do you know? That's so rude. You have no confidence
You're
in
not.
me.
That's the point of this
That's
game.
the point.
We don't
We
believe
told
in
Eddie
you.
we didn't believe in him either.
Correct.
It's not rude.
Eddie,
You're here to prove us
Eddie,
all
I
wrong.
believed in you.
No, you
No,
did
you
not,
did it.
Amy.
You did it.
You laughed at him.
You did. You said you can.
Well,
hit-
you said you were a high school recruit.
You said you were all-time
I said
free throw
I
shooter.
said
That's
in
not a
ju-
real position.
I said in junior high.
You made up a position.
I said like in 7th grade, I swear they would put me in for free throws.
Not a position.
Put you in.
So
Okay.
I've even dropped it to 6.
Yeah. So what do you want to punish me for? What do you
We're
wanna
missing.
Do, what do you want to do to me? I know.
What if we just dump a big bottle of a big bucket of water on your head?
No.
Oh, what?
No.
That's great.
There's nothing to that.
In the morning?
Yeah.
To wash my hair?
All you have to do is hit 6, by the way, not 7 free throws. Just 6.
Yeah. No, I don't want to dump anything on me, but is that the only option?
Yeah.
What?
Unless you have a better one.
So I'm going to be soaking wet, change of clothes.
I thought you were going to make it.
I am going to make it.
So you won't be wet.
That's so true. But
If you do make it, you can dump it on a lunchbox.
No. Okay.
Whatever.
I'm
Fine by
okay.
me because it ain't going to happen.
Okay. All right, I guess.
Are you committing?
Yeah. Can I have other choices?
You
for
come
if
up with
I
them.
Don't?
You have 20 minutes to come up with the
Okay,
other choices.
thank you.
All right. Let's play the new Christmas song from the Raging Idiots. Here is Elf on the Shelf. Merry Christmas from the Bobby Bones Show. Here you go. Every morning in December, me and my family, we get an unexpected visit from a little man in red and green. And when it comes to making messes, he don't need no help. I wish the elf on the shelf would elf himself. You might find him on the kitchen floor covered in flour, hiding in the dog food bowl, playing a game of sorry, making out with Barbie, or rolling out a toilet paper roll. Oh, I know the children love him,
But speaking for myself, I wish the elf on the shelf would elf himself. You might find him in a bubble bath scrubbing with a loofah, swinging on a ceiling fan, building snowmen in the freezer, listening to Weezer, or maybe someday in the garbage can. And he'll go back to the North Pole. But for my mental health, I wish the elf on the shelf would elf himself. I wish the elf on the shelf would go elf himself. Merry Christmas, everybody! Ho, ho, ho!
Do you follow Luke Bryan on Instagram?
I follow his wife.
I follow Caroline too. Did you see the prank they did on her?
Well, is that the third day or the fourth day or
Well,
what day are we
Okay, I
on?
take it back. She was in on it. They did the prank on Luke's mom.
Yes.
Okay. So they do the 12 days of Pranksmas, Luke Bryan does.
Right.
And so they're at a golf course, and this woman is running toward Luke.
Like a crazy fan.
Yeah, they've set up this crazy fan, and she goes and she tackles Luke. And Luke's with his mom. And Luke's mom is down on her trying to pull her off.
Waving for help.
Yeah, like help. And the cops come and they arrest this other woman. And then Luke's wife Caroline is in the woman's face. It was all a prank on Luke's mom.
Yeah, the cop, the fan, and
So
everybody's
funny.
in
Here's
on
a clip here.
Mama, that's that girl, Mama.
Come here!
Oh,
You're beautiful! I just want to hug you! I just want to hug you! I just want to hug you! I just want to hug you!
Mama.
Come on!
12 days of Prankmas.
So funny.
Yeah, they're
I watched
good.
it this weekend.
Mhm.
That's funny, man. His mom was freaked out.
That's hilarious.
Soccer coach in hot water for taking the team to Hooters after a loss.
Oh my God.
Oh my. What?
New York high school soccer coach has come under fire for taking his team to Hooters. The team had just lost a game that ruined their undefeated season. He brought the players to Hooters after the loss. School officials are not happy. Amy, your thoughts?
Not appropriate.
Oh, really?
Yes. No.
What's wrong about Hooters that isn't anywhere else? They're just wearing tank tops.
No, it's very different than anywhere else. No, they're wearing short shorts, lots of times a bunch of cleats. I mean, honestly, they
they're
have
high
a certain
school kids.
attire. Okay, so that's anywhere from 13 to 18, sure. But if the parents want to decide to go there or the kids want to decide to go there, but the coach doesn't need to be taking them there. They need to take them to
Kids in school are wearing the same kind of stuff, just about.
What?
Yeah, high school kids.
They're not wearing Hooters outfits to school. What? Am I not thinking correctly on what they wear? It's like really short
Yeah,
shorts.
it's shorts.
And
you
really
can wear the
tight
same thing in gym class.
tops with their boobs hanging out. Okay, are you sure?
Where would you take? You were about to say you take their kids where?
I don't know, like Chick-fil-A or something.
Okay, Chick-fil-A is also good.
Or McDonald's or somewhere where they're dressed like they're wearing a polo with khakis. I don't know.
A polo with khakis.
Listen, I don't care where it is. You just know that Hooters is known. I mean, it's called Hooters. Obviously, they have great wings. My dad swears by them.
I don't even like the wings that much.
My dad
I like
does.
other parts. Like I like their sandwiches, but I'm not even a big wings guy there.
Well,
Hooters picked up the tab for the team's party and they donated $1,000 to the Booster Club.
well, that's super cool. Very thoughtful. But as a parent, I don't know that I'd be like, oh, thanks, coach, for taking my kids to Hooters. But that's just me.
Snow globing is the holiday trend to beware of. Getting swept off your feet in the holiday is amazing, they say, but Cosmo says the new dating trend says the person that you're seeing is using the holidays to con you into thinking things are more serious. After the twinkle lights come down, they dump you.
Oh, that's wrong.
Snow globing, huh?
I get it. You kind of live in a globe for a little bit, and then come January, it's like, see ya.
Wish someone would snow globe me.
Switch your hope
That would be
Yeah.
nice, huh?
Yeah, I wish someone would
Yeah.
snow globe me. Then at least for a minute, I'd be like, woo, this is great. So basically, they spend the whole month of December with you. They think you're falling in love, Christmas lights, and then everything disappears in January. So be careful to be snow globed. Unless you want to snow globe me and take me to Hooters. I'm in for both of those experiences. I'll be snow globed and Hooters. All right, thank you guys for hanging out with us here on the Bobby Bones Show.
It's time for the good news.
With Bobby.
Tell me something good. it's your buddy and mine, Mr. Bobby Bones.
Let's go. Transmitting across America.
This is the Bobby Bones Show. That's right. Now, here he is. Turn it up.
Come on, Bobby.
Hey, let's see what's happening with everybody here on the show. In a segment we call What's the Haps?
Hey, what's the haps?
What's the haps with you?
Well, The Office put out a new episode over the weekend.
What does that mean?
Well, so, and I watched it. It's on YouTube, but it's my favorite show, The Office. And they put out an entire version of a show that they highlighted inside of a show. Like Michael Scott made a movie and he shows it to the whole staff.
Mm-hmm.
But they really made the whole movie back in the day, and they just now released the whole movie.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's called Threat Level Midnight. So I knew I watched that over the weekend. And then my other favorite show, Friends, I got a Friends Lego set for Christmas. It's got like 1,600 pieces. I don't know if I'm going to put it together, but it's the whole coffee shop.
Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer Garner was playing with one of those on Instagram. That's real? You can order that real set?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, a friend got it to me.
funny.
Because I'm pretty hard to shop for
Yeah.
Christmas, except shoes. And everybody's getting me shoes. Never be mad at shoes, but I have enough shoes. I got really good shoes last night as a gift. But yeah, I thought that was a Friends thing was a good gift. It's a good gift.
Cute.
So that's what I got for Christmas so far.
You need help putting that thing together? I'm good at Legos.
You want to come over?
Come over and play.
Want to come over and play?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did. What's the haps with you, Amy?
Hey, what's the haps?
So we had Haiti night on Saturday night over at our friend Tracy's house. And, well, Mark, you met him. He's Haitian. He was at my house for Thanksgiving, and he even made a Haitian dish for that. But the kids always just thrive after nights like that because there's 2 adopted kids from Haiti that are part of that family. And then I've got my 2 adopted kids. And then Mark and his wife, and he cooks the Haitian food. And we all just gather together. And my kids, after nights like that, they're full of life, like everything. They talk Creole with him. They sing songs from Haiti. They eat their, food that they love. And then they're kind of on cloud 9. So I love Haiti nights.
Did they go to bed and get up and do school today?
Yeah.
Like, did they stay up late?
Oh, Haiti night was Saturday night.
Oh, got it.
So, yeah.
I say, man, putting your kids on cloud 9 late on a Sunday?
No.
It's risky.
You're just still on cloud 9.
Oh,
And
got
we
it.
stayed there late. And it makes me happy for my kids.
Hey,
what's the haps?
Lunchbox, what's happening with you?
Man, I gotta say, I used to think Bobby was a drama queen. He'd talk about, I had to fly to LA. I'm so tired. I had to fly back. I'm so tired. And I'm like,
I
you're
don't
just
really
right.
do that, though. I don't really talk about
No.
No, I don't come in and go, I'm so tired. I don't complain about being tired on the air.
Okay, maybe it's during commercials. You're talking to Amy and you're like, I'm so tired. Well, I traveled. I went to Chicago and St. Louis last week. So 3 flights in 3 days. I was exhausted all weekend, and they were only an hour flight here, hour flight there, hour flight home. And man, that wears you out, up and down out of the sky. So I got to say, I'm sorry, Bobby, that I thought you were a drama queen.
I don't feel like I complain about traveling. I think I complain about sleep, not working. But I don't feel like I'm a travel complainer anymore. But I don't feel like I'm a complainer anymore for the most part because nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
You can complain about all you want. Nobody cares if you're complaining. I feel like it's wasted. Do you disagree?
No, I agree. And sometimes I catch myself complaining and I'm like, why am I doing this? Nobody cares. But sometimes it does feel good to vent. Like if you have a friend or someone in your life you
Someone
can just
close.
vent to,
Yes.
but and realize it probably doesn't matter, but you just need to get it out. Like I think that's fine, right? I hope so.
It makes you feel better.
Hey, what's the haps?
Eddie?
Well, I'm a little upset at Bobby and Amy because every year my wife and I take our kids to the Dancing Light of Christmas. It's a Christmas light display, over 2 million lights. You drive through it, and you go dial into the radio station there. It's like a local little radio station, and all the lights are synchronized to the music. It's really cool. But at the end, there's this thing they call the Santa's Village. It's basically a money trap for parents. Like they got petting zoos and funnel cakes and all this stuff. You easily drop $100 if you have 2 kids. I have 4 kids. It's expensive. So we try to avoid it. Well, here we go. We're at the end of the line, and Bobby and Amy's voice comes on the little radio. Hey, guys, welcome to the Dancing Lights of Christmas. Make sure you stop by that Santa's Village. And I'm like, no, we don't need to hear that. And all the kids in the back are like, Dad, we have to stop. Of course. This is great.
If we say it.
Yeah.
They're like, Bobby and Amy said it.
Yes, of course. Did you?
Of course we did, Bones.
Did they pet the animals?
They pet all the animals. They jumped on a little trampoline thing, bought funnel cakes. Yes.
Did they have fun?
Cool.
They enjoyed it.
All right,
That's
there
what Christmas is all about.
There you go. Hey.
What's the haps?
You know what I saw this weekend was the Mr. Rogers movie? The one, the Tom Hanks, Mr.
Oh,
Rogers?
yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay.
And that has nothing to do with the documentary. Like, you can watch the documentary and learn about Mr. Rogers, and then you can watch this, because Mr. Rogers isn't the main character. I think Tom Hanks is he nominated for a Best Supporting Actor role? Like for a Golden Globe or something?
Oh, wow. Supporting actor. That's crazy.
So who's the main?
The guy from The Americans who's writing the story on him.
Okay. So kids would like it or no?
I don't think it's a kid. Eddie saw it too, huh?
I did, and I thought I could totally take my 11-year-old to this. Not little kids. 11-year-old for sure. I think he'd get something out of it.
It's an adult movie.
Okay.
But it's really good. And you saw it too?
Dude, I loved it.
I loved it too.
Absolutely loved that movie. Yeah, did you come out like inspired a little bit?
I don't know about inspired, but I did cry twice, like in tears. Yeah, they're on the train at one point. And also, the more I'm going to therapy, the more I'm just having like these emotional pops.
Which is good.
But they're on the train, and it's based on a true story. And this guy really wrote this article. He was supposed to write a piece on Mr. Rogers, like a quick piece, but he was known for being a really hardcore writer, and Mr. Rogers was the only person who would talk to him because he had a bad reputation. And so he ends up doing this, trying to out Mr. Rogers as not the dude everyone thinks he is.
Mm-hmm.
But he only finds out that he kind of is the guy. But Mr. Rogers is really honest with him. He's like, I'm not perfect. And so they get on a train, and some of the kids see him, and they all start singing to Mr. Rogers. And it was like, dang, I got a little emotional because Mr. Rogers gave to everybody so much. And it was everyone on the train, and you saw kids and adults and white people and black people, and everybody. It didn't matter how old or young, and everybody was just singing the Mr. Rogers song to Mr. Rogers, and I got a little choked up on that part.
Oh,
It's
wow.
good.
Yeah.
You think that was good?
I thought that part was really good. I mean, honestly, you know how Bobby, we talk about just things all the time, and he always has a positive spin to it. It made me think of just like, because that's the way Mr. Rogers was, the way the movie portrays him at least. Like everything, people would come to him that was a little negative, he always had this positive spin to it. And I automatically thought like, dang, that's how we need to live our lives. And Bobby already does that. I'm like, this is really cool. So I left inspired, Bones. I don't know about you.
I thought it was really good. I did. And
so like go see it in the theater like right away good or wait till it comes out?
It doesn't matter. Just watch it.
Okay.
It's and Tom Hanks does a great job.
Yeah. Hey, did you think that maybe sometimes it was like a little Forrest Gump would come out?
Oh, I never thought that while watching it.
Like there were sometimes I was watching and be like, he kind of sounds like Forrest Gump right there.
Probably if I watched it back thinking that. Mm-hmm. Hey, Mike, so you saw this movie, right? Yeah. What'd you think about it?
I thought it was great, but it was weird that he wasn't the main character because I loved every single time he was on screen.
And it wasn't about Mr. Rogers' life. Although Mr. Rogers' real wife is in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, that's real.
She's in it. No, but she's in a dinner scene when they're all sitting at the table and they get quiet with each other.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers' wife is one of the characters that's just sitting there and watching. Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Movie Mike didn't know that.
I got him.
By the way, Movie Mike's movie podcast is out today. What do they search if they want to hear your movie podcast?
You can just search Movie Mike.
So search Movie Mike wherever you listen to podcasts. And what are you covering in your very first episode?
Today I'm talking about the highest paid roles of all time for actors.
For example?
So like Jack Nicholson, when he played the Joker, he initially got paid $6 million, but he cut a deal to where he made like money off the merchandising of next movies and he ended up making like $50 million.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
So Movie Mike's movie podcast. Did you see the Richard Jewell movie?
I did see that, yeah.
And so, do you know who Richard Jewell is?
No.
Okay, so the Atlanta bombing, 1986.
Yep.
The Olympics, this bomb goes off, and they're looking to blame somebody. And they say that Richard Jewell, who was working security, was part of it.
Because he discovered the package.
Turns out he had nothing to do with it, but they crushed him. National news, right? Everybody crushed him.
They crushed him because they like looked into his past and was like, hey, he's had some kind of issues with other places where he got fired. And they like, well, this is just profiling him.
They said he was a terrorist. And he wasn't.
Oh, so where do we watch that?
It's a movie theater.
In theaters, yeah.
Oh. Do you review movies where I don't have to leave my house?
What do you mean? Did you even watch The Irishman on Netflix?
I haven't started yet. It's 3.5 hours.
I need you to watch that one.
I'm going to commit myself to watch it. I need some time, though.
Yeah.
Because it pops on my Netflix every time, and I'm like, 3.5 hours.
I'm sure it's going to get nominated for everything. So
It was nominated for a Golden
Yeah,
Globe.
but it's probably be up for Best Picture.
For what, the Oscars?
Oscars, yeah.
Wow.
The Joker, the best movie of the year. We're going to talk about that later, but your thoughts on that, Mike? IMDb says it's the best movie of the year?
That's my favorite movie of the year.
Really?
Yep.
Man, I liked it a lot. Didn't love it.
I didn't see it, so don't know.
I thought Joaquin Phoenix was great in it.
Amazing in it.
But okay. All right, Movie Mike's movie podcast. Check that out. After the show's over today, you can go. Joe Diffie's stopping by my house tonight to do a Bobby cast. So if you want to hear that, we'll be putting that up tonight too. Here's your number one song in country music this week. Here's Thomas Rhett, Remember You Young, Bobby Bones Show. Thank you guys for hanging with us. Couple things I'll bring up. One, tomorrow, Amy's free throw challenge. She claims she can make 7 out of 10 free throws. I've taken it down to 6. By the way, this is her claim. We didn't say how many can you make, prove it. This is your claim. We went back and checked the tape.
Oh.
This is your claim.
Okay.
So 6 out of 10. And if you don't make 6 out of 10, what happens to you?
Well, I have options.
Go ahead, number 1.
Okay, I could chew gum after someone else.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I already like where that. Wow, what a great punishment. So what if we all take one piece of gum and chew it, and then we make one big ball, and then she has to chew it for 30
I just said
seconds?
chew gum after someone.
Yeah,
and
but
you just
that's a
made
great idea.
You just made it.
That is
8
genius,
people?
Bone.
I
How many
can't believe
people?
you would rather do that than water poured over your head, but
Us
I
four.
love it.
Me,
I love
Morgan,
it.
Me, Morgan, number 2, Eddie, and Lunchbox. We'll take a stick of gum each, chew it for 10 seconds, make a ball out of it, and then
Okay.
you chew that gum for 10 seconds.
Okay.
Wow, that's disgusting.
Crazy,
I mean, but I'm not gonna have to do it. It's
Okay.
fine.
Great. I
Wow.
love
I mean,
that. Whoa, for
Amy,
me,
that's like making out with all of us.
what
again.
up?
So gross.
That's crazy.
That's a great punishment.
Tomorrow we'll do that.
So 4 pieces of gum.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I have other options. but
Okay.
that one's fine.
No, bring it. What's
No,
the
it's
other
okay.
option?
Okay, I could.
Self-imposed penalty? That's a
Totally.
great self-imposed. Go ahead.
Okay, so what's that one where that guy had to wear shorts for like a year or something?
Yeah.
Well, I could do that in January with skirts.
Wear a skirt for a year?
But no.
Yeah,
no,
how about
that
you look
means-
cool and
no,
hot
not
for a whole year?
No.
Guys, I'll work out every day for a whole year and do extra curls and wear a tight t-shirt, okay? All right, just letting you guys know.
Amy,
My
stop it.
punishment. All right, what
It was
else?
about being cold, Eddie,
yeah, go
in
ahead.
January. Not the whole year.
Go ahead.
But I couldn't wear tights or anything. Okay, lick the sidewalk.
Oh, come on.
Okay, the gum. That's
Yeah,
why I
the
said
gum
that
it
one
is.
first.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Okay.
So good.
By the way,
Fine.
for $10, at bobbybones.com, you can win a trip to the Raging Idiots $1 Million Show in January, where we play and Brooks and Dunn shows up and plays with us. Kane Brown, Brett Young, tons of surprises. $10, and you get 2 VIP tickets, a meet and greet with me and Eddie, a framed autographed portrait of me shot by Ronnie Dunn from Brooks and Dunn, a cowboy hat autographed by Ronnie Dunn and myself. bobbybones.com. It's a prizeo that we're doing. And I didn't want to do an auction to the highest bidder. I wanted to give everybody a shot. So for $10, you get a raffle ticket. You can buy 10 raffle tickets, whatever, but then we draw one coming up. And so bobbybones.com to get in on this. All the money goes to St. Jude. So I wanted to mention that. Other than that, I got a couple things we'll talk about. I did go to my high school over the weekend.
Yes, I want to hear about that.
So we can talk about that. And then Morgan number 2 is going to do what 26-year-olds care about. I don't want to say who it is, but did you see it was a birthday gift, right?
Yes.
The cash birthday gift somebody gave somebody?
Mm-mm, I don't know about this.
And they opened up, was it a fridge?
It was a fridge.
And inside was full of cash.
Wow.
It was ridiculous, but pretty awesome. And I'm
yeah.
like, who would just give that much money? But we'll talk about Morgan number 2 will talk about that coming up. All right, that's next.
The Morning Show's official YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Bobby Bones Show, and subscribe today.
Bobby Bones.
What was the big highlight of your weekend?
Oh man, probably that my dad was finally able to come back over. He hasn't been over to the house probably since Thanksgiving because he's just had a bunch of health stuff happening. And yesterday I called him. I said, "How you feeling? You want to come over?" And he said, "Yeah, come pick me up." So that was cool.
Yeah.
'Cause he loves to come over and just watch football and see the kids.
How's his health?
It's good. We're getting better. We're back. So hopefully we'll stay that way through the rest of the Christmas season. That
Yeah.
would be amazing. Yeah. What about your weekend? I want to hear about Mountain Pine.
Well, I went back to my high school. I give the high school basketball team shoes every year because, and the whole story is when I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball, but I couldn't afford the matching team shoes. And so I didn't play because I was like, man, I can't afford those shoes. And I don't want to be the kid that doesn't have the shoes as the rest of the team. So I kind of stayed out of it. But I always thought whenever I'm able to do it, I'm going to buy everybody's shoes so no one has to deal with that problem. And so for the last few years, I've been able to do that. And so I send the team shoes. I was able to go back this year and actually give them to them. And they were also playing the best team in the conference that night. And so we went and we did the whole thing, and a couple news stations were there, which was pretty cool. Because I like for my high school, because we're a really small school, I like for them to be highlighted. And so the news was out there, and they had Mountain Pine all over the news, a couple different stations. It was great. And then we won.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow. It was
so they beat the best team.
It was crazy.
Oh, that's perfect.
They were playing, and I was talking to them before. I was like, guys, I don't care if you win. You're not supposed to win. No one thinks you're supposed to win. But if you go out and you play as hard as you can, that's literally all you can do. Just go out and play. And they played so hard, and they like 3 seconds left, they won the game. I was going bonkers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. So yeah, did that. Went to the Yum Yum shop, which they've rebuilt in my town. It's the one restaurant. It's a very small restaurant, but it keeps dying, coming back to life. So someone has reopened it again. It's a really small place, but I went to the Yum Yum shop.
So what do you get at the Yum Yum shop?
Well, I just got a little ice cream cone.
Oh, yum.
But I went and just took pictures with them, and I was like, man, I'll mention it on the radio. People should come to the Yum Yum shop because right by my sign in my hometown, because I have a sign in my town that says home of Bobby Bones. So if you ever go to Mountain Pine, because a lot of our listeners do, just to go see where I grew up, go to the Yum Yum shop and get an ice cream or something. Because it's small town people just trying to keep that business alive. So I was very excited about that. It was a really good trip.
That's
Good trip
special.
for me. Got to see everybody.
And Arkansas Keith.
We went to dinner beforehand.
Yeah.
By the way, I need to find the name of this restaurant. What are you going to say?
Nothing. I just loved all the pictures that you posted. I just thought back about how when I was flipping through your Instagram, like I got emotional. I don't know why.
If you want to go to my Instagram and see pictures, it's Mr. Bobby Bones. But I took Arkansas Keith to dinner. And so we go, and I want to find the name of this place. But I had the best bread I've ever had in my life. And I don't even eat bread. I'm telling you, it wasn't even close.
Maybe that's why it was so amazing.
I know all my best things, right? Because I keep a running tally of the best breakfast I ever had was at a place called The Spot in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
My gosh, you talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Still.
So I know where all my bests are. This is the best bread I've ever had in my life. I pulled up my phone here. And so if you're ever in Hot Springs, which is where we had dinner, let's see. If you want the best bread you've ever had in your life, go to a place called Vault 723.
Wow.
Amy, it was like candy bread.
Like so sort of sweet?
No, yeah, but it wasn't made that way.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't made to be a dessert.
Right.
Best bread I ever had in my life. I've put that on my list of best things. Best dinner I had was at some place at Disney World the one time I went in Florida. I got to find out the name of that place.
That was like a special Disney, the restaurant at Disney or whatever that's hard to get into, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Bryan, who used to work here, was like, I know somebody in Orlando. They can let you in the restaurant. They let me in as best dinner I ever had. So I had a great weekend. It was good to go home. It was good to see Mountain Pine win. It was good to see all the kids.
And they got all their shoes.
Yeah, and it was good. Yeah, it was great.
And they won.
And they won.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
that's
they
the
beat.
best.
It was funny too because they played at a school called Caddo Hills, which is a really good basketball school, and they had lost like one game this year against a much bigger school, and they came in the heavy favorite. And I was talking to the coach and the coach's wife from Caddo Hills too, and they're fans of the show, and so I was just kind of saying what's up to everybody. And after the show, everybody, that whole team was in such a bad mood. They were just out. The coach didn't want anything to do with anything. They were, wow. I did the announcing of the high school teams too. I called the starting lineups.
Teams that's awesome.
That's what I used to do in high school too during basketball. So
That's cool.
I was like, oh. On the Caddo Hill side, I was like, John Smith, Willie Wilson.
Did you really?
Yeah. And then from Mount Pine, I was like, and here they are. It was great. Yeah, it was good. it is good to be home.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it was for just a day. And it was good to see Arkansas Keith. And my best friend from high school, Evan, came out, drove over after the game.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah, it was a good
Love
weekend.
it.
A lot of pictures up at Mr. Bobby Bones on Instagram. I'll tell you what we can do. We can do the 60-second showdown coming up. Oh, and all the news stations were asking about running for governor.
Oh, really?
And what'd you tell them?
I mean, I'm
Well,
not
I
surprised,
kind of,
but-
for the first time, had to tell the truth that a lot of people, a lot of like influential people in Arkansas are asking me to run because they see who's going to run, and that's not the thing that they want. So for the first time, I was honest with them. I was like, I'm being really asked by a lot of prominent Arkansas figures to run. Don't know if it's what I'm going to do, but as the only time I've really been honest about it with any sort of media in Arkansas was then. Because most of them just like, who knows?
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, it's actually a thing. So much of a thing that we've had to internally address it on this show. So yeah, but it was fun. It was a good time. We'll do 60-second showdown coming up in a second. Your chance to win $100 of my money. Call us 877-77-Bobby, and you have 3 categories: Christmas movies, TV shows of the decade, or science. Ooh, we'll do that. Luke Combs, Beautiful Crazy, Bobby Bones Show. Thank you guys. All right, let's go over to Blair in Florida, who's on the phone. Blair, welcome to the Bobby Bones Show. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Would you like to play the 60-second showdown?
I would absolutely love to play that.
All right, you get a chance to win $100 of my cash. I'll ask you 10 questions, and if you get all 10 of them, you win. So you have 60 seconds. So it's like one every 6 seconds, okay?
All right. Sounds
All right.
good.
Which category would you like? Christmas movies, or TV shows of the decade, or science?
Ooh, let's do science.
Science.
Wow. Okay.
All that.
I was letting her have her.
You went the hardest
Let
one.
her think about it. Why science, Blair?
Well, the last time you did science, it was so easy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The harder the category, just a tip. The kind of easier we make it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because people are like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, they're not doing crazy hard science.
I don't want constellations. But it's the easy ones. Okay, here we go. Science
Yeah,
is the
it's all the
category.
same.
You have 10 questions. Are you ready to go?
Ready to go.
Question number 1. Here we go. What is the largest bird in the world?
Ostrich.
Correct. How many ounces are in a pound?
16 ounces.
Correct. Botany is the study of what?
Flowers, plants.
Correct. What's the layer that protects the Earth from UV radiation?
Ozone.
Correct. Solid, liquid, and gas are 3 states of what?
Liquid gas. Pass.
Sodium chloride is commonly known as what?
Pass.
How many main blood groups are there?
3.
Incorrect. How many colors are in the rainbow?
5.
Incorrect. Who created the famous equation E equals MC squared?
Einstein.
Correct. All matter is made up of tiny particles called what?
Atoms.
Correct. Back to the top. Oh. Yeah, you had time.
Yay.
Yeah, I know you had time. Let's go through some of them you missed. Solid, liquid, and gas are 3 states of matter.
Matter.
Yeah, that's tough because we did it in elementary school, but you really don't go back to it.
Right.
Sodium chloride is known as salt. Nice.
Salt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness. And you know what? I always think that these people, I'm like, how do they not get them? But you know what? When you're on the spot, it's a lot harder. I'm surprised I got any of those.
There are 4 main blood groups out there, by the way. It's A, B, AB, and O.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And then how
And
many?
there's 6 colors of the rainbow.
7.
Still didn't get it.
7, yeah. But listen, you got 6 out of 10. You did pretty good. How do you feel about it? What would you? What advice would you give to the next callers who are going to play this game?
Ooh, I would have to say just don't think about it.
Agree. Just answer.
Yeah,
and then you can't wait. You can't wait either, because I notice, Bobby, whenever you do trivia, you're answering questions before they're even done answering questions.
I'm
or
spitting it
asking
out.
questions.
Also, if I know it, I know it, and if I don't, I don't. And if I don't know it, let's get to the next one. Let's see if I know it.
Okay.
That's a big tip for this
Yeah.
game too. Just answer what's in your heart. We'll come back to it if you miss it. Because if you wait and then you
Yeah.
miss it, you lose everything. All right. Well, listen, you didn't win. Thank you for playing. I appreciate you. Where do you live in Florida?
Bradenton, Florida.
Okay. Oh, love it. Used to summer there.
Yeah, you
South of Tampa.
Yeah, there it is.
South of Tampa.
Well, there she is. There's Blair. Blair, you have a minute. Say
Yes,
whatever you
sir.
want.
Yes,
do
sir.
you a shout out here, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I want to shout out to my old man, Joe Levy. My company that I work for is an awesome company, Reef and Associates. We just had Brett Young at our Christmas party.
Okay.
Wait,
That's
what?
fun.
Hold on a minute. You had Brett Young your Christmas party?
Yeah, the owner of Reef and Associates, Chris LaFace, I guess he went to college with Brett Young and does some stuff in the industry. So they rented out USF, and we had a big party there.
How much did they pay him? Do you know?
I'm not sure if they paid anything to him, but I know it was a couple $100,000 for the Christmas party.
Oh, they for sure paid him. Yeah. They may have.
Even if they're college buddies.
Yeah.
Even if they're college buddies, because it's a business. It wasn't like the guy.
Oh yeah, because he came straight down from like Wisconsin or something.
Oh, you got paid.
Wow.
Merry Christmas. Pay me that money.
That's right. It was a good concert, though. We were
Brett's
right
good.
there, right in front of him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, hey, Blair, thank you for calling. Thank you for your time, and thanks for listening.
All right, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
All right, bye-bye. Let's go over to Morgan number 2 now. What 26-year-olds care about. Here we go.
What do 26-year-olds care about?
So Cardi B gave Offset, her boyfriend, $500K in cash for his 28th birthday.
Opened
In a refrigerator?
Wow. Opened a
Yep.
refrigerator. She had $500,000 cash in there for him.
Yeah, she put a video on Instagram, and he's just standing in front of a fridge, and he basically like turns around and opens the fridge, and there's just $500K flowing out of the
Oh my
fridge.
gosh, that's hilarious.
Now, do you have to get him a Christmas present?
No.
She says she wrote in her Instagram post that she's not getting him a Christmas gift now.
Oh, see, that's the bummer about your birthday being
You
close to
just got
Christmas.
$500,000. Not really a bummer in this story.
Oh, okay. Well, you could just like take him to dinner or something.
That's a lot. I can't. Is that what you get for someone that has everything? This refrigerator too that she bought him. There's not enough respect being paid to how cool this refrigerator is too.
The refrigerator's cool?
Yeah, it wasn't a cheap refrigerator, but he opens it up and it's just full of cash. It's good, and he's like, "What?" I mean, I'm watching the video right now.
Is it real or do they fill it up with cash and then take the cash back?
I'm sure it's real.
I'm sure it's real.
Okay.
It's Cardi B.
Yeah, I'm sure it's real.
Not gonna mess
Well,
around.
there you go.
Oh, look at all
Morgan
that
number 2.
money.
That's what 26-year-olds care about. Thank
Yep.
you very much.
What do 26-year-olds care about?
All right, appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us here today. Don't forget, go over and for a $10 donation, it's like a raffle ticket. It's at bobbybones.com. If you win the raffle for a $10 donation to St. Jude, you could win tickets, flight, hotel, all to the Raging Idiots, Eddie and my show with Brooks and Dunn, Kane Brown, Brett Young. By the way, we're not paying Brett Young. He's doing this out of his own heart. This is for St. Jude, so he's going to come show up and play. So bobbybones.com to get in that. So $10, bobbybones.com.
Want to join in on a topic? Call the show at 1-877-77-BOBBY.
The Bobby Bones Show.